Hello, this is Jay, and I'm the founder and developer at Airbtics. So today I'm going to explain how you can use Airbtics to do the market research before starting on Airbnb. So thank you so much for making your time to go through this webinar, and I hope I can deliver the value on how you can use this app really well. So let's get started. So from my various conversations with the host who started an Airbnb, there are four different steps. First steps, just explore various markets. It can be within the country, it can be different countries. A lot of people skip this step because they already have a few markets in their mind. The typical use case is I live in Oxford and then I have my job in London that I'll be basing there next time. Which markets are better? So that's another common use case. Third one, more granular. So in London, what is the best areas to start an Airbnb? Should I start with studio, two bedrooms, three bedrooms? Finally, due diligence. Okay, now I want to invest in specific neighborhood. So now looking into properties, is it profitable or not? This is a due diligence part. So how can you use Airbnb or what kind of tools do you need to use in general? Explore multiple markets, you'll use Market Explorer. Comparing 2 to 5 markets, you'll use saved markets from Airbnb, and you need to check regulations from the government website. And you'll use overview dashboard to find the best neighborhoods and best size of the bedrooms to start an Airbnb. Finally, you'll use Airbnb Calculator to quickly do the due diligence on properties while using with the property site like Zillow, Rightmove, Idealista, and so on. Step of the market research is exploring different markets. So you can click Explorer from Market Explorer. So here you can choose different states, different countries, or you can choose like subcontinent as well, like sub-Saharan Africa, Middle East, and so on. Once you put your location preference, then you can put also regulation preference. So strict is the area where short-term rental licenses are strictly required. And lenient is somewhere that's a little bit more lenient in general, although you have to double check from the government website. So let me just choose lenient here. And if you're buying a property, you can put the property price. So let's say I want to put maximum 600K for property investment, then I can put 600K here. If you're doing a rental arbitrage, you can put the rent button here and put the rent that you're able to pay per month as well. But here, and then so my recommendation is if you're starting for the first time, I recommend you to go with the medium or large size market rather than a smaller market, just so that the seasonality or the things are easier to do. So this data, full data, is only available for paid plan. You can search 5 times for expert plan and 20 times for a scale plan per month. Anyways, once you do it, like you can see what's the like top places for an investment, which means what's the area with the high short-term rental yield. Or you can do it, you can compare by what are the market that's getting saturated. So these are the area where the year over year a lot of listings has been added. Or you can find the up and coming. What are the areas where the revenue is increasing year over year basis. So yeah, so once you choose the market, you can save them so that you can compare them further. So once you put markets to compare, you can click compare markets button here. This will just take you to the overview dashboard here. So this is the view that you'll be seeing. Yep, Cyprus, I saved it earlier. That's why you're seeing it here. So in the paid version, this is the kind of the view that you'll be seeing. So you can compare multiple markets here so that you can narrow it down to a single market that you're most interested in. At this page, at this stage, you can also check the regulations. You can also like read the news about this market and so on. So once you compare the market with different criteria, you can also export it into a CSV. This is only available for a scale plan, or you can customize the column and see the different information according to your role. Once you chose a market that you want to look further, now you want to look into more granular data, such as what is the best places to start on Airbnb in this area. So you can click heat map and you can see it by the occupancy rate or revenue. So this will show you what are the areas with high occupancy rate. And you can actually see the listings in that area and you can see how much they're making as well. If you want to be more specific, you can use the filter. So you can set 2 bedroom filters. I want to see the listings that's 2 bedrooms, and I'm only interested in seeing the 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom properties. And this will show all the listings in this map view where there's only two and the 2 bedroom and 1 bathrooms. After this, you can actually zoom into a specific area. This will only show the listings in this area in this case. So you can do the further analysis like this. You can also change the filters. So you can compare between 2 bedroom properties in St. Louis versus 3 bedroom properties. And you can compare the revenue, occupancy rate, nightly rate, and how many listings are there. What was the revenue look like in the last 12 months and last 3 years, like this. So if you want to check the data accuracy, you can zoom in to a specific area and you can find the one specific listing here in the map. So this shows the 3 bedrooms only because of the filter. You can see how much they made in the last 12 months, just like this. And then finally, now let's say you want to do a now you receive some property deals that's available for sale or available for rent. Then now you want to put more specific location. So let me just put some exact location in Dubai with specific number of bedrooms. If you're buying, you say buy. If you're renting, rent arbitrage, you put rent. If you're managing for other people, then you can put manage. Or if you already own a property, then here is the calculator. And in the calculator, this will give you a quick overview on how much is the listings in this map, this address are making. So occupancy rate, nightly rate, seasonality, trends, revenue. You can also click this button and you can add different expenses as well. These ones are the useful metrics if you're buying a property. You can also review the listings, so you can see like what kind of listings are here. You can click this button and you can actually remove or add the listings as well. You can review the listings in more details. And finally, you can also click this download button and you can put the property image or your brand image, brand logo, and some other metrics, and this will create a downloadable report as well. If you want to be more conservative, you can put conservative, or if you feel more optimistic, like if you think your listing, your property is more modern, more luxurious, larger, then you can put optimistic here as well. So, yep, this is the brief overview. I'll create another webinar that's going to more details later, but yeah, thank you so much for your time going through this webinar, and I wish you the best luck in starting your Airbnb. Bye bye.